But if
Mama, we gonna play this
no. Hey, stop. You guys are being recorded right now. Stop! Babe, go. Close your door. Oh my gosh. I don't know who to call.
Fuck!
Oh my gosh, why?
Be quiet, just don't panic.
Why are they fully drawing their guns and shit? I got their ass on camera. Fuck that.
I don't know what the fuck they had. I didn't do nothing wrong. I wasn't going to get killed tonight. Fuck that.
Oh my gosh.
Just chill out.
So y'all just heard that rather chilling audio, and you saw the visual as well. When I saw this on Twitter earlier today, I'm not even gonna lie, that whole thing just like made my heart rate go up, and it sent chills through my body because it felt like I was there with them in that moment right there. And let me just tell you right now that these two are extremely lucky. And now I don't know the two individuals in the video. It just kind of popped up out of nowhere, and I saw it, and I said I definitely have to do a commentary about it because this is a reality that many of us in the establishment live every single day. This could have been the two people in this car, especially the man. This could have been their last day on earth as far as we know. Like, I don't know why he was pulled over or anything like that. But based on what I've gathered, because there really hasn't been any news coverage behind this, is that they were pulled over and the cops tried to unlock this man's door from the outside, which apparently he was successful in doing because the door flew open. And then they tried to pull him out of the vehicle. And then when they weren't successful, they saw him, quote unquote, resisting. They went for their gun. Luckily, they started fumbling with their guns because if they were really quick and efficient, they probably would have shot him. Now, you had the girlfriend that was sitting right there beside him saying that she was recording. But notice that as she was recording, they didn't care. It actually made them more irate because she said, I got you on camera, I'm recording you. And then that's when they proceeded to pull out their guns when they started to pull on them. And then I have to give kudos to the girl. And I'm going to tell you why. Because basically she was in his other ear. So he was seeing what was going on with those pigs right there that were pulling on him while hearing her in the background. And if she did not say, drive, pull off, drive, I have a feeling he would not have done it. Because I don't think the instinct for him would have kicked in to just hit the gas and to drive off. Now, when I first saw it, I'm thinking he probably was going to get pulled out of the car while the car was in motion. She could have been still in the car. She would have lost control and could have crashed. Or I could have sworn that maybe they were going to hang on to the door while he was driving because the door was still open as he was driving off. It wasn't closed. And he could have just dragged them along as it goes along, because there was actually another video that I saw a couple years ago where that did happen, where this cop tried to do the same thing, but that guy was by himself and the cop tried to hang on to the man's door and he ended up getting dragged. And you saw basically the body cam footage of him looking up toward the guy as the car was moving. He just let go of the vehicle before the guy pulled onto the highway. But she tells him to drive. He manages to have them let go of him and the reason why they let go is because they pulled out the gun. That's what made her tell him to drive. Because they were prepared to shoot this man. And they probably would have shot her too. Because they didn't care. He drives off. The door is still open. She says, babe, close the door. He closes it. And I think the chilling thing right there in that moment was the two things that she said. Well, one thing she said and something he said. What she said was, I don't know who I'm supposed to call. Like, these were cops that tried to do that to them. The people that she would have called would have been people like that. She doesn't know if they would have came and not took their side. Probably would not have taken their side. These weren't random people that were trying to break into their car and trying to rob them. These were police officers that did this. The other thing that happened, that was said from the boyfriend, he says, I didn't feel like dying tonight. The fact that that's something that has to run through somebody's mind, worrying about getting home or, anything like that, that's scary. They will never, ever, ever forget this moment for the rest of their lives. Ever. It doesn't matter what happens to them that could possibly be good and positive. They will always remember that night. Like when that time rolls around again, they're going to remember that. Well, one good thing did come out of this. Based on the comments that I did read, they said that this man ended up taking them to trial and he won his case. Now, I don't know what kind of disciplinary actions, if any, came before the two pigs that did this to him and his girlfriend. I don't know. Like I said, I don't even know what their names are. I don't know where this happened at. I don't know what day it happened on. I can only go based off what people said in the comments because apparently they must know more additional information. And then another thing that I read was that he planned on taking it to a higher level. I guess more on a bigger scale so more people can know about it. But I am glad that he did win his case because he could have easily lost this case and they could have thrown it back onto him. But they were prepared to kill him that night and possibly her. These two are a rare case, a very rare case. In a way, it's kind of good that they were both there, because if any one of them were by themselves, it probably would have ended badly for either one of them. I'm just going to be honest. But that is scary. I can't even imagine the position that they were in at that moment. And the thing is, in the midst of them panicking, when he drove off, he could have not had his cool. Like he had no chance to really calm down from that. He could have lost control of the vehicle and crashed getting away from those cops just out of fear of what just transpired not even a minute ago. But this is the reality that many of us face every single day in this establishment. And it's so disheartening when you hear others try to make it seem like this is all in our heads. Here's an example. And the fact that this guy won his case lets you know that those pigs were in the wrong. Like I said, I don't know who he is. I don't know who his girl is. I don't know who those pigs are. I don't know where this happened or when it happened. But the fact of the matter is, it happened. When I see them pulling them guns on him like that, it reminds me of Philando Castile, because he too was with his girlfriend's daughter in the back seat, and he was murdered. He didn't get a chance to drive off or get away to safety. But luckily, this man and his girl were able to. So I give kudos to him for just driving off. And I give kudos to her for basically being that message in the back of his head, basically instructing him to leave. Because like I said, if she didn't say anything, he probably would not have done it. But I can't say whether he would if he wouldn't. But I'm glad that she was there. And like I said, I have not seen mainstream media talk about this, and I don't expect them to be quite honest. But I wanted to bring this to you. I actually retweeted this onto my Twitter page so people could see it, and it got a lot of feedback behind it. And I think that the video was posted 2 days ago on social media, and it's made its rounds. And a lot of people are giving praise to this man for driving off, because he had to protect himself. He had to do what he had to do. And that was a quick decision. But like I said, good thing she was there as well. Because like I said, if either one of them wasn't there with each other, either one of them probably would have been dead. But that's all I have to say about this. I will talk to you in the next one.